welcome back to Conversations with Kenya Mosley. As promised, we're still doing 16 days of activism that started from the 25th of November running all the way to the 10th of December. And today's conversation, I really wanted to address, before we get into anything else, as I've been saying, to address this mindset that people who are victims of specifically domestic violence can just wake up and leave. I think this is a very wrong notion, and we continue to perpetuate it. We continue to say it. When we see women who've been battered or bruised or go through constant abuse, we say, why doesn't she just leave? Why doesn't she just go? Why is she still in the marriage? And there's so many reasons as to why this happens, and we have to consider them before we make such an irrational, inconsiderate statement. The first thing is fear. A lot of time, people who are abusive, especially physically and emotionally, have instilled so much fear in the victim that they don't know what life looks like without this person. They don't know if this person is telling the truth, that if they leave them, they'll potentially be killed along with their children if they have children together. And we have to be aware that that's a narrative that plays for some people. The second thing is manipulation. So a lot of the times, abusers will say, I cannot live without you. Then they slap you. I cannot do life without you. I'll die. I will commit suicide if you leave this marriage. And you do not want to be the reason why someone else dies, or why someone commits suicide and chooses to end their life. So, and this manipulation can vary depending on different people. And it's important for us to think about that before we say, why doesn't she just leave the marriage? Isolation. A lot of people who are especially emotionally abusive tend to isolate their victims away from family, away from friends. So by the time that they become physically violent, they have no one to report to, because they have given this image of a person who's perfect, and trying to deconstruct that image is difficult for them, now telling people around them. But also, they do not have friends anymore. They don't have any relationship. They don't know who to go to. Dependency, financially dependent to this person, or you've not lived with someone else. Where do I begin from? How do I start a new relationship? This is all I'm getting and I'm here to stay. Could be something that they think of. Children. A lot of the times we have been sold the lie or a tale that a two-parent household is a perfect household. So no matter what is happening, if I'm getting beaten, if I'm getting battered, a two-parent household is the most important household. Access to safety, who to report to, where to stay. They may not have money, they don't know where to begin to begin. A lot of times we've had stories of people who have gone to the police to report, to take court cases, and being told that this is a family dispute, so it's not important. The society and how we have been socialized to think that women can change men. So you think you can't change this abuser, will that make him a better person. We think that we can pray away this abuse. We think we can pray away this violence. We think about tradition and leaving a man. I've heard people say, a small slap, how can you leave a marriage for just a slap? It's a whole marriage. You'll get over it. And this is how we belittle abuse till it gets overwhelming. So we have to think about these things. How have you belittled someone's experience? How have you seen people stay in marriages? Please share with me just down below. Or relationships where they're being domestically abused. How can we do better? Thank you for watching Conversations with Kenya Mosley. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.